Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with I, Enchantress the Babbler, on our revolutionary ride that is happening here at this motherfudging time. So I decided to hit record even when I wasn't even fully ready because I figured, why not just be here with me in this moment, in this time, in this space. So we have limited time here, and so we'll see what happens. This is going to be a freestyle wild card playing out. We shall see what this will transcribe and be, right? So you know what I feel like? I feel like you know how when come on, I know I'm not the only one with this, but like we have these conversations in our mind like all the time with other people, right? And this is constant. This is like you imagine this whole scenario in your mind, how it goes down, blah blah blah, whether it's ever really going to transpire or not. We still like there's so much time that we invest into these dialogues that take place. And even if it's a monologue, right? It's still some kind of dialogue taking place in our mind, right? Internally, in some other realm of multi-dimensional existence that exists beyond time, space, boundary, right? I don't know. That's kind of like where my head is at right now. What about you? Anywho, right? So that's where I'm at. That's how it be. Hello everybody. So yeah, that's the type of attitude too, right? Like I'm only, and I didn't even see this, but like I didn't even put it like this on purpose or anything like that. I'm only available for kick-ass things that make me feel serene, right? And that could be where you are right now too. You know what I mean? Like you could be right now like I'm only going to be available for things that make me feel good. Because that's just how it is, right? Right. So this too, right? So you could be dealing too, like this card, it's so funny. I just cut it in any kind of particular way. But if you check my community board, I posted this days ago, right? How are you on the internet spewing your hate, acting like you're a diva and pretending so great when I know that a trick ass bitch you really are and how you're truly a B-rated star, right? I'm only available for kick ass things that make me feel serene, right? So you could have energies probably that you deal with, right? All around that be faking the funk, and you know it to be true, and you can see through the masquerade, right? Because it's a ball out there, everybody play. Everybody's like, oh, I want to take, center stage. I am goddess. Right. Speaking to the mic, right? Just speaking to the mic. I feel you. I spit divine facts. I am the best YouTuber. I am. Okay. And it's like, give it all to me. That's what I'm hearing, right? And that's how it be. Like really on some ego kick up spree. And it's not that we're supposed to ignore our ego. We're supposed to make friends with that too, right? There's so many multi-dimensional parts and layers to our hives. And as we dive in, we plug, right? We excavate, we extract. We are the archaeologist of our entire mummification being, right? And it's just like, what is going on here? right? But going back to this, right? Intentions of Babylon, I am poetess, prophetess, right? Read, hear, receive, be open to the tantalizing, muse-like. If there's anything that you're gonna get from this channel upon visiting it, no matter who you be, is motherfucking inspiration, motivation, motivation, and whatever else that goes deep within you there. I don't want to be like, oh, it's gonna be this, that, this, and that, this. It's gonna be what it is for you. But it's gonna be some good vibration. Good vibe. Even if I trigger you. Even if I trigger you, because when I trigger you, I inspire you to be a better version of yourself. That's finger looking good to me. Right? So, but yeah. Sorry, mommy. I'm sorry, grandpa. Sorry. I put ash on them, right? But yeah, so you got some energy up on you, right? For those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in here, right? You're the muse in other people's lives. People look and seek to you for either motivation, inspiration, good vibrations, ideas, teachings, whatever the fudge you do, right? You found your expression and you're making use of that too. And so you might be working on ignoring certain energies that want to come into your mix that you know that's not true. Oh my goodness. Never just once. Right? But right, that want to be all up in your energy field, acting like they're not up in your energy field, but they be all up in your energy field, up your krika, up everything. They want to be all up in it, right? And part of the lesson here is the bless up here, right? It's the I can't help it. Oh, do I have to blow my nose again? See, there's a clearing. Because I was good in my sinuses, right? But now the smoke is going out my nose. So I'll be right back. You won't notice it though. When I went over there to go like blow my nose, like an elephant, it's trumping. I hear the song. Good, 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 good vibrations. Good, 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 good vibrations. I don't know all the words, but that's the only thing I know. Right? And it's about your good vibrations and about the maintenance of your own good vibrations. And because that's important. It's important. And so what we choose to allow into our electromagnetic field, into our multidimensional layerings, right? Into our own existence, right? It's one thing to be intuitive, right? It's another thing to be intuitive about everything and then take everything so fucking personally. That's part of the journey this last, like, I want to say 10, 15 fucking years that I've been trying to learn to tame the beast, right? Just because you know certain things doesn't mean you should respond to certain things. Your intuition, right, is a gift upon to you, right? And so your sense of knowing and your ability to see through the veils and the layers and the multidimensionalities, right? And the truths to certain kind of things that others might not be prepared for, others might not be accustomed to, others might not fucking want, right? And all this kind of shit. So one of the things about learning the balancing act, the alchemy, right? These are the kind of things I work with, deal with, do behind the scenes, you know, in my own personal life, is the balancing act of such knowingness, right? Claircognizant, right? As claircognizant as you can be, as clairsentient as you can be, as clairaudient as you can, as clairopotent as you can be, right? it doesn't mean you should involve yourself with every fucking thing, because that would be to the detriment of you. That would be a horror show, right? A horror show taking place, bringing me back to that, right? Well, these are the cards I pulled yesterday, and I took pictures of them and stuff like that. This was yesterday's message about something, but we're clearing that air. That was the other day. But yeah, that's the horror of some of the things that be going on in this world, right? That you might be privy to in knowing, right? And especially right now in the spiritual community, especially since spirituality is popular right now. It's popular to be spiritually woke and awakened and about that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, because everybody and their mother now wants to jump on the bandwagon of trend. Spirituality became a trend, which is cool because it goes back. It's like Spirit put me to the test. It was like, but didn't you say? But didn't you say? Didn't you say? Whatever brings you there. And I'm like, yeah, right, man. I'm like this, right? Like, but didn't you say? Whatever brings you there. Yeah, but that's not what I meant. I didn't mean that whatever brings you there to copy, to paste, to steal, right? Other people's identities and work and actual truths, right? And make it into all about you and doing all those kind of things. So that's not what I meant. Whatever brings you there, because that's gonna bring you there too, but at another fucking slower speed. But that's not what I mean. But that's what you said. Why must you be so accurate? That is what I said. Because, right, the spiritual laws, right, and the spiritual truth and the things that we're working to embody, right? It's like this, I hear Tao, T-A-O, but anyways, I don't know why. It's like applying the it's one thing to want to learn alchemy. It's another thing to be an alchemist, right? You have to infuse the lessons, the knowledge, the wisdom, the act, the doing too, right? So it's like, but didn't you say whatever brings you there? Because that is something that I say. I said, whatever brings you there to that point of no return where you are evolutionizing your own experience, no matter how long it takes you to get there. Because in this lifetime, right, it's going to take us our whole lifetime to still not be there fully, right? So, but whatever brings you there, right? Because that's where I come from, that non-judgment zone. Hey, you're free to believe that what you believe. Just don't push your shit onto me and all this kind of stuff, right? So you say that whatever brings you to God, whatever brings you to enlightenment, whatever brings you to empowerment, whatever brings you into your zone of this. But now you got a trend. And so you got these. But that, oh, look, Spirit, check me. Excuse me, you're making me wake up from a deep sleep. What? Who are you to judge? Talk. Knocking down everything. Hey, I'm not judging. They're bothering me. Are they bothering you? Or do you just know? They're bothering me in silence. I wish I could just shut it off. I wish. You can't. And so here we are. Right? Here we are. here we are. And it's just like, what? Right? King of Pentacles. Right, but it takes time, right? Because when we think about the Pentacles and we think about the King of Pentacles, you might look at the King of Pentacles, right? Like it's right one step under the Emperor, right? But the Emperor is all kings combined, right? So you got this King of Pentacles, which is an earth element, right? And of all the elements that we have here in tarot, right? Earth is what is tangible. Everything else in the elements that are shown are intangible things, right? Like, swords is mental, right? Cups is emotion. Wands is passion, fire, fuel, right? Soul, right? All these intangible. Pentacles is the only thing that is tangible here in this 3D perceived reality. This shit takes time to build, right? But claws are out, right? Because it's like, look at, that's like Frankenstein. Tales of chills and suspense. Well, we wouldn't have it any motherfucking other way, right? The Empress, what? Right? Invasion of the love robot. So look at that. Look at, that's what's telling me too. So a lot of people too that might be like, you're admirable, right? Go check out my other readings and my other videos. So watch all my videos, seriously. But we talk about the iconic you, right? Coming into full bloom. This be you, right? So of course there would be an invasion trending, right? That's like the invasion, the trends. It's like the celebrities now. All of a sudden everybody's talking about spiritual awakening. I'm not knocking the ones that are now all of a sudden talking about spiritual awakening, but maybe I am a little bit, because everybody's feeding off of a market that trends and they want to profit off of it, not necessarily making them a prophet or a prophetess. But people like to bank on things. So how genuine is their share, but their notoriety, their popularity, their celebrity status puts them in a higher plateau, right? Of this hierarchical system of influence. And so, but it's just like the blue verified checks on Instagram now. I feel like since they allow anybody to get a check now, you just have to pay for it. It's like, how valuable is that blue check anymore? You understand what I'm trying to fucking say here? People could say, oh, it's helping my business and all this kind of stuff, but is it? Is it? For many people who stay asleep and don't even use their own brains to think, will believe all the hype they see and not question anything that's part of their conditioning. But for those awakened and those that know, how can you keep sowing these seeds that we perceive to sow when we want to glow, when we know we're supposed to move better? So it's like all this confusion, all this devaluing stuff, all this like, it's just like, like it's like how old Hollywood is saying how they don't respect, or for some, I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying like how certain people gain notoriety and fame now and all this kind of stuff. Oh, on YouTube, oh, on TikTok. And I'm not even counting in YouTube, because I feel like YouTube has a stricter criteria and get into becoming a YouTuber and stuff like that, that you have to actually earn it in a certain kind of way. And so because of that kind of stuff, I'm not going to really include YouTube for this, point that I'm trying to make. But you know how they people are not like really respecting TikTokers and all this money, but they're hating on the money that they're fucking floating and they're fucking making and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, oh, this TikTok star doesn't deserve to come to the Met Gala or this and this and that, because it's like that old Hollywood train of thought, like, yo, you didn't even earn your spot in, you just got popular off of a trend. Like, how can I respect you? Right? Because you have those old school mentalities of like, you got to earn shit, which is a conditioning, right? We should have robbed people of spotlight, glow, and fame and all this kind of stuff just because of the platform that got them there. I'm not knocking anything like that in any way. Good for you if you find success in anything that you do. Bravo. Bravo the fuck oh. Seriously, that's where I'm at with you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I didn't mean to curse, but it's just my energy, right? And so it's just like, what is of value anymore? They keep spiking up the dollar value to, it's just like when they say quality foods, like, why is quality food so fucking expensive? Because you gotta pay for it. You want the good, you gotta pay. It's like, you ever go into the hood supermarket and then you go into a supermarket that is in a bougie ass neighborhood? Could be the same like a let's say a Stop and Shop. If you have a Stop and Shop by you, I don't know where you live and all this kind of stuff, but Stop and Shop is like a chain supermarket. The Stop and Shop in the hood and the Stop and Shop in the bougie may have the same kind of items the items and stuff, but it ain't the same, and the quality, I promise you, will be better somewhere else. Even though it'd be shit everywhere because we're all getting pesticides and all this kind of stuff and the stuff or whatever. But anyways, so something is being put to death, right? And this weird, fantastic tale of your life being invaded by trendsetters, by trenders, I don't know, but trendsetters, because it's like, it's by popularity, by people that are just picking up where they see. So it's like, so you see what I mean? Like, so they say, oh, there's only two types of people in this world. Those that what is it? Those whom entertain and those whom observe, or some shit like, right? But those whom observe are observing that which is being entertained so that they can profit in every kind of way. It's like, oh, did you see? They were laughing. They were laughing at that joke. They like that type of humor. I have a humor bracelet for you. I have humor ices. If you eat this icy, it's going to make you money. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you drink this? This is good for you. Well, guess, you get what I'm saying? Then again, isn't this the way of the world, and this is the way to be, and this is how it's moving, and those that don't want to move with the times are just gonna get left behind. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Right? What do you do? I choose love. I try on all shapes, sizes, and colors. That's what I do. I choose love. I try on all shapes, sizes, and colors. But here we are, right? Here we are, right? This Queen of Wands type energy, right? Post 1891, right? So something is RIP, rest in power or rest in peace. Either way, those two sound great compared to the levels of chaos that be happening in the world today, right? I smile because I am in love. I smile because I am of love, right? So it's going to be all about how you choose to entertain the entertainment out there, because there's only two types of people in this world. those who entertain and those who observe. I don't know the words, and so that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm gonna say it's gonna be, right? But either way, that's bullshit too. There's not two types of people in the world, because I entertain and I observe too. But usually it comes with a hard-headed lessons too, and a ring around the rosies a few motherfucking times to be like, oh my god, I think I get it this time. Right? And it's just like, what are we creating here? Three of Cups style, right? So there is a feeling revealing everything about you to you. The most important person here that you must see is everything about you. Wouldn't you agree? Because there's love here, right? There is something wonderful to be had. There's thrills of other worlds. And so for those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in, welcome. For you have entered the portal of transmutation, transformation, already in its infusion state. So that when you enter the portal divine, transformation, transmutation, infusion, harmony, all happen at the same time. And in that which is going to be for you, because we're all multidimensional too. You're entering into another world. What is that for you? What is that other world for you? I replace all sorrow with lighthearted fun. So we're in this creational vortex, right? Creational vortex. Creational vortex. Right? You're in this creational vortex. So, going back to the beginning conversation, right? So we have all these conversations and stuff like that in our mind, all this dialogue, right? All this dialogue, all this monologue. Spirit says, right? And I say spirit because I feel comfortable saying spirit. It's energy, right? It's source energy, that which is divine. Every single time I talk about the divine, I speak about one source every single time, that which is the creator of all things, that which connect us in every single way. That is the one that I speak of. Many people have different names for this kind of stuff. I give it no name, and I speak it as generally as can be. You are free to believe as you want. Okay? But either way, start to pay attention to the dialogue, to the monologues that you have in your mind, in your fantasy, in your imagination. Catch them. This could be even, you know how sometimes you see somebody, and then, or before you see somebody, you play out all these different scenarios of conversation, things that can happen, all this kind of stuff or whatever. When you're doing that, or how about when you're holding on to anger or resentment, or you have a chip on your shoulder. You want to set somebody straight, but you have yet to be able to set somebody straight. So imagine that kind of conversation too, where you're like, oh, this is what I was, and it's just in your mind and you play it out. It's like a fantasy. It's like, this is daydreaming. So pay attention to, oh, here we go. Pay attention to your pay attention to your daydream. Because not all of them are healthy, wealthy, stealthy. But all of them will reveal unto you that which you must see. Know understand, understand, overstand. Right? So you want to pay attention to your daydream because they're going to reveal to you the state of your own conditioning. So or how about like, or defense daydream, right? Like and for many of my intuitives out there, right, you might know some things that people are saying behind, right? You might have that gift, that ability to be able to know what people are just saying or thinking, right? Right? For my mind readers out there, there's not many of you. People will pretend to be stuff that they're not. And it's not that not everybody can do this. It's just that not everybody is. And that's just fucking it. Okay? Right? But for those of you that are, or those of you that are learning that you are, you might find yourself responding to people that may not even be in your life because they might got something to say about something. Right? It was just like I was around I happened to be in the same, let's say, I'm just gonna speak this as vaguely as possible, but whatever the case may be, like I was in the same room as someone that I don't know anymore. Just to say that, right? And I had this with me, right? I had that with me. Now that person, we didn't speak at all. But that person, I motherfucking knows what went through their motherfucking mind about what drink I was holding in my water bottle. Because they know me from a different time, a different life, where that water bottle may have been happy juice. But happy juice, let's just say it's an alcoholic beverage that I would make because mixologist deliciousness, I am a certified mixologist. I make delicious drinks, let me tell you. Right? And so I know this person be all up in my socials. Like I see them, you know. Hi. Right. And the immediate judgment about my water bottle. I'm like, oh, like, like old habits don't die. Like, oh, look at this person acting like a certain type of way. Like just the whole judgment, the whole fucking judgment. And I had this moment of a daydream of my defense going up and be like, it's motherfucking mushroom water, you jerk. You shouldn't fucking judge a book by its cover, you asswipe. But it made me think about this daydream topic too that I already foresaw, like coming into existence, about these daydreams and these dialogues. But the biggest revelation revealed unto me in this daydream was my defense still motherfudging going up for an irrelevant person that I don't need to explain myself to. I don't need to justify. I don't need to defend myself on. Let them think whatever the fudge they want to think and let them eat that shit. So that might be like you too. You might got people so quick to want to judge you. But shove that mushroom up their ass. I am exploding with life beyond ever before and glowing with eagerness for more. Right? So we're working, right, on our energy environment still. And this is me. I live a fairly, like, granted, I'm a very dramatic, expressive, creative, motherfucking person, and there is no dull moment to any part of my days. Prepared to be entertained. Camera should be on me all the time. But whatever, right? Whatever. That's how everybody feels about themselves when they start getting into their ego development. Damn, Skippy, camera should be following you all around if that's what you want to be about, right? You want to be showmancy, right? Like, it's entertaining, right? But where do you want to be observed? That's revelation. Oh my God. Why do you desire to be observed? Why is that a desire of yours? Where does that come from? Where does that come from? Yeah, we ask deep, motherfucking deep as the sea questions up in here, because that's the Scorpio in me. Where does that come from? Is it from your conditioning? Is it from your lack in your conditioning? Right? Or is there an even deeper desire in our own humanness to crave attention, adoration, love, popularity? Or is that a human condition? It's like I can't even say this word. Existential. That's why I never say that word. It's not that I don't know it. It's that I can never say it. Right? But all right. So, and look, we got the Empress, right? Right? We got the Empress up in here. Right? She's the embodiment of all queens divine, infused in her majestic shrine. She's kind too, because she's right. You could be kind, but stop being too nice. That's another life lesson learning for me. That comes with that over people pleasing, right? I'm so nice. I'm a comedian. Right? I'm not, but I'm funny to myself. But anyway, right? Yeah, well, we go dive deep up in here. So thank you so much for tapping and tuning in. If you enjoy this, I hope you do. What time is it? Okay. Like, make sure to like this video. It helps my channel. It also cleans some of your fucking karma. Oh yeah, you didn't know that? You know why? Because the resistance to not when you should is what cleans some of your karma, because you do the right thing. But whatever. Either way, that's not on me. That's on you. Okay. I be liking shit, even if I don't be following people. Because if I like it and I see it, it's all love, right? It's like, what is your problem? I smile. I am in love. I smile because I am of love, right? So, right. So, yeah. So, thank you. And you could also follow me on Instagram at Enchantress. A-N. Oh, A-N. Enchantress. ENCHANTRESS. Thank you. You can follow me on TikTok at Alchemistic Poetess. Right? You could go check out my blog, my baby, right? That has been around for years. enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. Yeah. Thank you so much. But either way, as I love and respect myself, I radiate love to all others, right? And that's the truth, right? As you are getting into your own alchemy, your own enlightenment, your own activations, right? From your own starvation. A lot of our activations come from our starvations. Right? Right? So what was I saying? Right. The moon. Okay. So I have no sense of time. Are we going into the we just wait, what's today? What's what? We're gonna be going into a full moon soon. I don't know if I can know, I think, but we're either way. But the moon revealing, right? Terror that stalks by night. So you have stalkers. And that's a real thing. And I don't like to brush too lightly, and I don't like to give it too much or pay it too much of attention. But that's the type of energy. Like, I've been dealing with stalker like energy since before my mom even passed away. She too had like a lot of stalkers. And then I go through that experience. And then and then just anyways, I don't even want to talk about all that kind of stuff. But like it's not a walk in the park. It's not, oh my gosh, I'm so amazing. Oh my gosh. It just can't get enough. And like, I don't have like, it doesn't feed my ego in any kind of way. It's scary. It's very disturbing. And so aside, that's the physical ones, right? Then we got to protect yourself and all this kind of stuff. But then now we have online world. And especially if you have a public thing. I've been told, right? Even when I started this journey of mine, where I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be public. Like, I'm supposed to be public. This has been a long ride for me. And I've been on YouTube for years. But even before YouTube, Instagram, and before Instagram, my blog and all this kind of stuff. And I've already had started sharing. And even my blog was, it took years before I bloomed in my blog, because I was still hiding behind the wall. And mind you, that's just typing. So this journey of coming out has been a long fucking time. Right? So it's not flattering. Right? People be like, oh, how can you complain? You don't deal with, anyways. We all have shit that we have to deal with. Stop comparing and fucking contrasting our problems to one another and stuff like that. But anyways, what was I saying about all that? But yeah, the online stuff. So stats don't lie. Real stats. Not the ones people buy, and not the ones and all this kind. I'm talking about real fucking stats don't lie. Right? And so you're aware. And you might be sensitive to the energies out there. I'm very fucking sensitive because I'm very tapped in, turned on, tuned in, and I see, I feel, I know. What you want me to do about that? And because I'm so sensitive and I take things so fucking personally, it has been such a painful journey. Because nobody wants to be felt like that about from other people too, especially admirers, because a lot of the people that be shading you, hating on you, or don't want to see you like can't stop looking, can't stop checking, can't stop fucking getting enough of you. And if you have people like this in your life, and then you remove their toxicities from your life, then they become online stalkers, or they become real stalkers in real fucking life. Not cool. It's a disease. And then for those that stalk because you're their muse, and they're using all your musing things for their benefit, and they give you no credit, or they act like they fucking don't, those are sociopaths. Sociopath. Power hits. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And they don't care. Because they're sick. But you got victory. The man who died 1 billion times comes back to life. Resurrection for real. Like what you thought. This is a holy field. Your fake cannot ruin my real. And I just thought about, because I'm a stickler for words and acronyms. I'm an acronym whore, for those of you that don't know. And you're new here, definitely go watch all my videos. Oh, yes. So I just, because of the time constraint and stuff like that, the next video that I recorded from the last video that I have recorded in regards to having to do part 2 in the Jupiter and Taurus and all signs, the collective is in part 1. So even if I haven't done Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces yet, all those signs in the collective can be heard over there too in part 1. But part 2 is coming soon to a theater near you, right? Okay. Right? So either way, yeah, you got people that could try to mimic your wave, but they're dodo brain. And dodo is doo-doo. They're doo-doo brain. And that's not even bad. That's saying they do and they don't really, do anything else. Right? 7 of Swords, but they be on that sneaky 7 of Wands, but I said 7 of Swords, so that means it's near, right? But like, yeah, they're hovering, my dears, because look at how this freaking image is looking, right? At everything that they're fucking doing. So somebody's looking at everything that you're doing, right? Somebody's looking at everything that you're doing. Like a monster though, but like do you see that? Like I see it like green eye envy, so they're jealous of you. They're like, they think that they're ghost, so they think they could be life path number 5 2 or something like that, or you could be life path number 5, but I'm seeing 5 here, life path number 1, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be, right? But either way, like I'm looking at this like it's so like their toxicities have grown, right? And they're like mad, I say. They've gone mad in every kind of way. They need to get out of their own way. The claws are out and they're hovering above, and they think that they are not seen. But oh, they're not scary. They're scary, but they're not scary. They're scary though, but it's, oh my gosh. These cards are deep. Wow. Beneath the tides, you are on your rise and you are seeing things as they are. So trust that. You are seeing things accurately. Right? Let's see some ABC Oracle. ABC. These could be, so ABC oracles, this can be initials, this can be some kind of storyline that comes to mind. I'm just going to read it how I see it. This could be names, this can be words, like it's a play on words, and it's just to add a little bit more entertainment for your entertainment here. You understand? All right, so initials could be PEC, or your name could start with a C, right? CD, right? E, right? Somebody could go something with their eyes, eye exam, eye surgery, DNA. Somebody could be getting a DNA test, right? You see how this is working? Your name, somebody here could be a man. You could be, of course, there's men here. There's females here too. Like, what the fudge? Okay, Spirit, can we get a little bit more, like, you know, whatever? Pete could be your name too. Your name could start with a J, right? D, something in the day. Okay, everybody has a day. What are you gonna say, right? Somebody could be looking to get a new cat, an animal, or adoption or something. Somebody feels jaded. You see what I'm saying? They feel jaded about you. They feel like they can't win if you're in the mix, right? So that's alarming for me, right? If somebody feels like they can't prosper because you're in the way, that's just messed up in every kind of way. Like, why are you comparing and contrasting that which I am to what you are? We are not the fucking same, right? Somebody's name could be Mary, right? Somebody be trying to be like, oh, I see Cayman Islands. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking of. Somebody could be going to the beach. Oh, I love that. Right. Somebody could be eating candy. Somebody here could be Jewish. Somebody here could be from the Pacific. I don't know my map. I don't know my east and west and north and south, so I don't even know where the Pacific is. Somebody's a Pacifica. Or somebody could be pacifying something that they shouldn't be pacifying. You know what I'm saying? Right? Someone could be traveling for Zen, right? Getting your Zen or getting your Zen on, or your name starts with a Z or something like that. Z. Somebody could live in Connecticut, Washington, right? Jamaica, from Jamaica, going to Jamaica. Somebody here could be from California, right? Somebody could be in a zone, some kind of zone. Somebody could be farmer, like a farmer, have ox, sheep, goats, land. Somebody could be in a band. Ooh, let me know what band you're in. I'm a musical whore. Somebody's name could be Avery, whatever, I don't know. Mabel, Babel, that's me. Yes, sir. What do you want? Okay, somebody could be on television, buying a new television too. Somebody could be on the screen, or that could be their dream too, right? Somebody's name could be Winter, or something's happening in winter, something like that. Somebody could be getting justice or Justin, CBBC. Somebody's name could start with a B. Somebody could be having a baby. Ooh, a baby, a baby, a baby boy, baby boy, baby boy. Okay, in June. Getting pregnant in June too. Somebody's name could be Dennis. Wonton. Isn't that a soup? Oh, bachang. Susan. Somebody here could be dealing with a succubus kind of energy, parasitic, you know what I mean? Somebody here could be from Mississippi, Ohio, Bronx, up there here. Hello, my mama from the Bronx. Brooklyn in the house, without a doubt. Right, okay. New Jersey, right? I said Connecticut. Oh, they got you puta. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Mexico. Somebody could be traveling to Mexico, right? Long Island. Zoe. They could be getting a BBL or something like that, like surgery or cosmetic surgery or some kind of work done. Somebody could be going to the dentist. Somebody could be making juice or juicing, or so you could be juicing, something like that. Something with pens. What about pens? So, oh, and then when I said pens, sued. Somebody could be getting sued or suing someone. Somebody could be a dean here, or that could be your name too. St. John's. LEX. Somebody could have won something. Money, lottery, bet. Benz. Dens. Right. That was fun. That was just for fun, guys. If nothing applied to you there, it's okay. This is maybe for the next person, you know what I'm saying? Let's not get so caught up in, oh my God, that did not apply to me. I'm like, okay, but are you a winner? You didn't win anything? Well, maybe you need to be thinking about that. What you about to win? And why is your mindset on about winning? Why it just can't be on being? Why does everything have to be a win? Why can't you simply be? Oh my God. Why does everything have to be a win? Why can't we simply be? And you know what I can't stand? When I come across like certain people's channels that are like spiritualists or tarot readers and stuff like that, they make everything about a competition, and all their affirmations are about being better than everybody else, right? I'm telling you, sociopathic and fucking narcissistic and just like competitive. Like people can be like, oh, I'm not competitive, and then why is your prayer about being better than every fucking body else? That makes no sense. That's never my prayer. I'm not competitive. I'm not competing against you. But bitch, if you want to come at me, I'm going to be myself. And if that makes you feel like you lost something, then that's on fucking you. Right? But they'll be like, I am the best person at my job. Like then you're competing against everybody else. Why not be the best version of yourself? Why not be the best at what you love? Like the best, like, I just can't even right now. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just because it's just the affirmations be wild. I'm the baddest bitch. Okay, I hope so. I don't want to be the baddest bitch. You get what I'm saying? But it's the language. And then I know that it's also generational. And I know that we're supposed to like whatever, but I just don't know. I just don't understand that language. Like, I don't want to be the baddest bitch, but I want to be the best version of myself every single day. Why do I want to be a bitch? You know how offensive being called a bitch used to be for me, and now I'm actively calling myself a bitch. And granted, bitch is a female dog. Dog is bark. Bark is part of it. She is part of nature. Nature's part of beauty. Therefore, I'm beautiful. That whole fucking shit since elementary fucking school, that rhyme and all this kind of stuff. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna start wrapping it up. When I start babbling like this is when I start rapping, and plus I have to. Right? So let's talk about, we're talking about gifts and stuff like that. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about all that we do and what we have here, and what we're creating, what we're about. Shaman. You commune with spirit for healing and guidance, trance message cure, right? So some of you too might be tapping in, tuning in more into your own healing abilities, your own meditation, your own processes of that, your own growth in being connected to that which you consider to be divine, right? Spending time in silence, deactivating from many kind of gadgets and things like that, right? And really going out there in nature or doing something that is gonna, what feels like it connects to the spirit. So this is why for 99 fucking cents you can follow me on Instagram at Enchantress for free, but for 99 cents you can subscribe. I share so many different ways. I have been meditating since I can remember. My dad growing up was heavy into martial arts, and this is where I'm thankful for that type of influence. I was a martial artist fanatic growing up, and if you asked me what I wanted to accomplish since I could remember, all I would say, even when I was 4, when I was 5 years old, when I was 6 years old, I want to meditate. I want to meditate. And this is where it became a huge fascination of mine, because it was in this desire to want to meditate that I grew frustrated and even all the more curious as to the sounds of the universe and all that which is never silent. And then it was like taking me through the layers of all what meditation is, even through my own initiation with the divine that happened within me naturally at such a fucking young age. So I have many different ways of connecting and ways to get you to connect with yourself, because we're all different. One of the things that I've learned on my journey and with interacting and working with other people and learning different things as I continue to do this path, as I continue on this path that I am on, and all the people that I encounter, that we are bridges for one another, right? I've learned that everybody has to learn their tune. And so there are many different variety of things that we should try, that we should do. We shouldn't just give up just because one way didn't work. Let me find another. There's something there for me, right? So too, especially for those of you that are working on breath work, right? Breath work, right? You're learning that, wow, I get really high, or can be a psychedelic type of experience, or you might be having these kind of psychedelic type of experiences with your breath work, with your tantric, with your shanti, right? Shakti, right? And your own divinity, right? That it's otherworldly. It's otherworldly. I cannot begin to tell you how much time I can lose in a trance and earthly time and not even realize it, and then come out of it like, wow. But conscious be aware, because even, right, as much as you can observe that which is you're participating in and all this kind of stuff, still time stands still. It's so fucking trippy. Tradition, right? So creating rituals and events to celebrate your own heritage, that which you are creating for yourself, what rings true for you. A lot of the things that we're taught upon in this world is conditioned onto us. So in this conditioning, we have to swim through this abyss of I don't fucking know. But resonance, what resonates with you, right? What resonates with you? Holy ground. What were we talking about? This holy fucking ground. I can cry because I just, I get real passionate about all of it. And it's just confirmation all the fucking time. And I don't know how to be except grateful every time, you know? So grateful for my top and turn on to, and I don't question it anymore. And I don't want you to question yours anymore either. And I know that we have to go through so many layers of healing and revealing. But if we could just connect with one another in harmony, not jealousy, we would benefit so much more. We can just get past our own self-sabotage and unify more. And first it starts within ourselves, right? The sacred journey will help you find answers, right? So you're traveling, you're searching, you're inspired. Good for you. Submit. You are reaching the top, and success is on the way. Victory, fortune, gain, right? Beauty. See the beauty in your life and in yourself. Grace and things. Ayahuasca. What I said about this experience, right? You don't need the ayahuasca experience to have the experience, although if you want to have the ayahuasca experience, have the ayahuasca experience. But you are opening to a profound spiritual experience at this time, with or without ayahuasca. Right? So your visions are important, your dreams are important, your journey is important, and you're activated. You're activating, right? Beautiful. Cleanse, right? Clearing negative energy from your space, free, release, and detoxing. And I love that, right? Wind talker, you receive and interpret messages from spirit, oracle, holy one, angel, right? And you're tapping into your divinity in powerful ways that are empowering others too. And you don't have to do it for those reasons. You don't have to be like, so it's interesting, right? When you find your passions and what makes you feel alive, right? So I know this person that does this wonderful side thing where they work with addicts, right? And although they're doing this great act, because you know, there's just so many rules, right? And into life. So if you're a certain position or a certain thing, so it's like me when I became certified hospice volunteer, right? It's different than a certified hospice personnel, like, or person. That it's different, right? It's different roles. So a person that's certified hospice and a certified hospice volunteer, the volunteer can't say certain things, the volunteer can't do certain things, and all this kind of stuff. So the person that does this side thing, they're like, let's say, the volunteer, although they're getting paid for it, but it's just like, it's the bottom of the totem. They're not the psychologist, they're not the counselor, they're not the doctor. You get what I'm saying? For these addicts, right? They could be more like company, let's say, like a chaperone, or like just somebody that's there, right? And because that's the role that they play, it's not fulfilling. They're like, money's great, but I could be doing something else, right? And it's just interesting when you watch from a different perspective. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, your presence alone is exactly what they need. I know you're not like the doctor, you're not the counselor, you're not this, but your presence alone is a healing one. And the only reason why this person was able to understand, because this person is not like of this spiritual world, like the way that I am, like, or just like, you know, very whimsical and all this kind of stuff or whatever. This person is nothing like this. Right? The only reason why they were able to understand what I was trying to say and see it from maybe a newer light was because that's how they feel about me. Meaning, I'm a feel-good vibe healer type energy. Like whenever this person, right, I didn't even know they use this kind of language, but whenever, let's say, I'm introduced or this and that, I'm introduced as like a healer, life coach, spiritual coach, like counselor type thing when I'm introduced, right? And so it's just interesting, right? Because it was through that moment that this person was able to look at themselves differently. Like, maybe I am enough, right? So don't downplay your role just because of its earthly title, because you matter, and your role might be a greater one than you could ever even understand it to be. And sometimes your presence is just enough. It took a long time for me to appreciate the strangers that would come to me and say, "Oh my gosh, it just feels good to stand next to you. Thank you." And me, "Oh, what?" You're so silly. Never being able to take a compliment. Never being able to acknowledge the power behind my own fucking electromagnetic fucking energy field, right? And so now it's not that you seek it or you look, but it's like, wow, this is important. And so the value of your importance is going up. The value of your own importance in this world is increasing. Definitely go check out my blog, enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. All the information will be in the description box anyway, so you can always check the description box for the latest updates about anything of where you and I can further connect. There is always a master link shared anyways too in the description box. And in that master link is all the links that connect you and I in every single dope-tastic way. I know I kind of went into like a advert. But I had to because I'm getting too emotional. I have to go and stuff like that. So let me see. And then since we're talking about evil eye shit, right? Let's see what you're dealing with and what I can say. And then that's how I'll close and I'll end it. Right. Tiger's Eye helps with grounding, protection, self-confidence, inner strength, willpower, and clarity. Oh, this is sweet because I haven't done the videos with my crystal healing 101 activations, learning station, and the animals and stuff like that. So yeah, so to get you some Tiger's Eye, right? Right, spirit team, ancestors, angels, spirit guides, gods, goddesses got your back. That's all you need to know, right? We got your back. Recharge your energy, distance yourself, take a break, vacation, pamper, indulge, do the things that make you happy. I love that. Right? An old fling of your current recent ex-partner still feels deep pain or rejection and betrayal. So you have people from your past that are scorned, whether it's a person that you're with or just you in general, like, because that's how I'm reading it. Like, you got people from your past upset with you because they're not in your life. And so they're gonna talk as much shit or just be kicking rocks or just like causing family friends to be mean and cold towards you, right? Some people could be doing that to you too, right? Let them. Those people that can follow, listen, when I stopped being best friends with my best friend of over 20 plus years, it was a whole crew. Like, because of what had taken place, I'm gonna tell that story. That story needs to be told because we need to protect our children from predators. So I'm gonna tell that story when I'm fucking ready, right? And when I have time, when I want to get into that energy field and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not there. I'm not angry, right? But it gets me worked up. It is an energy and it's not a great story. And it only feeds my fire. right? So anyways, and so the people that were in that circle, you would think, oh my gosh, I thought we were friends too. But you know, people have to pick and choose sides sometimes because that's how they feel. They feel like they're in the middle of something. Meanwhile, those people, the ones that knew, because this person is a liar, right? So they didn't tell everybody what actually happened. They made up a lie about what happened and why we were no longer friends. But the people that really knew, right? These close ones that I thought, hey, you were my friend too, right? Turns out people just, because other people are doing what they do, they pick and choose. And even though they may have known that what happened was wrong and that shit ain't cool at all, they still made a choice, right? That could be the same thing, like with people, right? Oh, don't talk to him. Don't talk to her. Like, I don't talk to them. I don't fuck with them no more. Don't fuck with them either. Right? Because that happened too. With that clique of people, the sister of the ex-best friend went and told somebody that is a friend and all this kind of stuff. Don't talk to her. That kind of like shit. I told you not to talk. Like, who the fuck are you to tell people I could talk to? Like, excuse you? But people do that. That's like child shit. Oh, we don't fuck with her no more. So you shouldn't fuck with her either. That's corny. And anybody that follows that, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. They become stalker gawkers any fucking way. And your name in the grapevine, when they hear it and they see it, or when they fucking check on it and all this kind of stuff, or stalk it, hawk it, gawk it, and all this kind of shit, rubs them the wrong way. I'm not talking about like the ones that chose not to. Yeah, it's gonna rub them the wrong way because they lost a good one. They lost a real one. And then the one that's a liar and all this kind of stuff just gets tight, 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 tight every fucking single time. You know why? Because they're living a lie. See, while you heal from the truth and you're able to grow from that time, people that like to live in their lives can't get past that until they fucking walk through the fire of hell that they fucking avoid. Real shit. This is why I don't pull out stuff like this. This is why if I was to look at another YouTube reader, let's say about gossip and all this kind of shit, I don't like to really do these kind of energies because I get too worked up. Fucking electricity starts to act fucking wild, lights start blowing out, and it just gets a little crazy up in here. Right? You have a family generational curse, right? That will do that to you, right? So right? Hating on your spiritual psychic gifts always, right? Sending you dark spirit demons to work against you, trick you, right? They go to people, they have people, they pay people, right? To do shit like that too. Yeah, I know people that do that. Let me see, right? Causing drama and fights in your love connections and friendships, right? These are why these people don't deserve to be in your life. This is why these type of people don't need to be in your life. And that's why you're better off without them. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. And so we're gonna end that. My cat's on the thing. We're gonna end that because we're done here. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. Okay. Right. So yeah, so there's gonna be people like that do that are corny. Let them be corny. When I slow down, I feel alive. In stillness, I learn how to fly. I release my urge to force happenings. I surrender to my flow. My gut is the captain of my intuition mission, right? Sometimes people make poor choices with the company that they keep, and you have to hold them accountable for that. Because there was one friend in that thing that I was like, damn, and it hurt me. But now in my evolution, I'm not so hurt anymore. I'm actually thankful that it went down that way because you weren't really for me. And you couldn't stand up against the beast that was wrong to begin with and all this kind of stuff. I don't need you in my corner. You know what I'm saying? I choose love. I try on all shapes, sizes, and colors. I am fucking made for this. I rage up Mount Crushmore 24/7 365. There we go. That's where we're gonna end it. I rage up Mount Crushmore 24/7 365. The magnitude of my power is always in the now. And that's how we end it. That's what I have for you. I love you. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. Make sure to read the description box to connect with me more. Subscribe to my channel. And thank you.